Alright, this is Matt once again with Sun's Chimney Service, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Resolute Acclaim 2490. This particular model is the biscuit enamel. The Resolute Acclaim is one size up from the Intrepid, so they rate it for about 1,400 square feet, and we'll put up a little spec sheet so you can see a little bit more. But I'm going to just get right into the stove. This one is a little unique from the other Vermont casting stoves because it doesn't have a double door opening. This is a single door opening, and it just opens nice like that from left to right. The beauty of having a single door opening is really you have less gasket. The downside of it is usually there's a sacrifice of viewing area, and sometimes you like to have two doors just for look more than anything else. Once you get in here, you're going to actually see that I'm short one of these andirons, but these andirons, much like the other VCs, are easily removed so that if I need to load from the front, I can go ahead and do that. I got my handy manual in here as well, and there's my ash grate on the bottom. The ash pan on this is similar in size to the Encore as far as total width and depth, but the actual I guess thickness of it is a little bit smaller. Looking towards the back of the stove, the one thing that sets this one apart is this is a non-catalytic. The other Vermont castings are catalytic, or they're flex burn as they call them now. So in the back there you can see there's refractory on the back, and then below it you can actually see the little holes there. That goes into the combustion package in the back. We'll take a look at the back of the stove here in just a minute so you can see how that whole system works. Alright, so we're taking a look at the top of the stove here. This is the classic Vermont Castings griddle. We'll open it right up, and you can take a look inside here. You'll see the ash grates on the bottom. And there's actually two ash grates down there that are both removable in the event of, over time these things do wear down. The other thing you take a look at is the gasket, which is the mesh griddle gasket. You can kind of see at the top. This is really kind of placed into the stove, and you're going to replace this every couple of years. But other than that, this is very classic Vermont castings. Nice top loading features, nice ash grate, just a great stove, and makes maintenance and loading very easy. Alright, so let's take a look at the primary air control on this stove, and once again it's a little bit different than we see on some of the others where they're mounted on the back or the right side of the stove. This one is on the bottom of the stove. This one currently is in the open position, so they call it the startup position on the stove. There's actually a little lip over here, so you really got to push it all the way over to the right, and that opens up the air entirely. If you run your fingers under here, you'll actually feel the opening in the stove. As I get the stove up to temperature, I'm going to start sliding this to the left. It moves about 6 to 8 inches over to the left to the fully closed position. This is our primary mode of kind of controlling the draft and the burn on my stove for this. Important to know, it is right open, left close. Alright, so in conclusion, the Resolute Acclaim, this is the 2490 to be specific. It's a really nice stove. It's kind of a niche stove because of the size, being about 1,300 to 1,400 square feet. A lot of people find themselves on the Intrepid side or the Encore side. But the importance of having a stove like this is just being able to appropriately size a wood stove for your space. If you can get the right size wood stove for your space, it's all the difference. That means that you can burn it as efficiently as possible, and you can kind of encourage really the best use for that stove and the best use for your chimney. We really like it. It's got to match the right setup. This one, non-catalytic. It is a top vent. You do not have the option to rear vent this particular stove. I do believe they still offer a short leg kit. And once again, they do have the warming shelf options, and they have a variety of colors available for this stove. All in all, a decent sized firebox, just slightly bigger than the Intrepid 2. It still, I believe, is about a 16-inch log. But I kind of feel like your burn times are going to be about six to 8 hours. That's obviously going to be something that can be decreased or increased based on your particular setup and the quality of your own wood. But once again, this is Matt with Sun's Chimney. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching.